You know what young hoes grew up to be? Calling themselves
young hoes once.
Calling themselves schooling the young hoes on how to be old hoes. And think that's a good deal. You know the women I told you about? It was 4 Eves in church. They was all fat and they was all wearing red dresses. And they was singing a song.
If you're gonna sleep with somebody's husband,
don't put it on Facebook. Old hoes teaching the young hoes.
Put it up on game, as they say.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something with somebody else's husband, don't put it on Facebook. These are Christians.
God. You know how they say. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we begin, I want to give all praise and glory unto YASHAMIAHLA. The bosses, the apostles, the masters, the elders, the great millstone who well touch the truth. Much respect to you brothers out there that's preaching his word, the truth and sincerity throughout the focus of earth. Tabernacle Dago for luck and respect the bird wants to say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, so we come in here week in and week out prophesying the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom, man. And man, it's crumbling fast. Me and the brothers was talking about the juice. How it's a new juice. And how the brother had said that it takes about 24, 25 years off your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is this man's plans that he had on the Georgia Guidestones that he wants to get rid of billions and billions of people. And it's no coincidence that what they have like the $1.05 burgers for Wendy's, Burger King.
Yeah, penny.
Penny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, penny. And I advise y'all, if you're wise, not to even eat that shit, man. Really, you shouldn't eat it at all, if possible. That's why it's a good thing if you know how to cook, or you have a woman that knows how to cook, call YASHAMIAHLA. Because as you read in the book of Ezekiel, just roughly paraphrasing, you shall eat your polluted bread with the heathens. Just roughly paraphrasing. Yeah, go read, get that. Appreciate it, brother.
Ezekiel 4:13.
Yep.
And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I would drive them. So like the brother said, no matter what we are driven to, we're gonna be, accustomed to having to deal with this defiled bread, man. And, and y'all have to think about this meat and these burgers that they dishing out to these people, man. It's definitely gonna be like an experiment, man, because you gotta understand that a lot of animals and stuff, they've been killing a lot of animals off. They've been saying there's food shortages, beef shortages, all these different types of shortages. So what are they getting that meat from?
Exactly. Another thing people overlook is when you read the so-called quote unquote
when falling, I can't get up. It's like
just can't get right. But when y'all reading the back of these your food packages, when y'all reading these so-called quote unquote ingredients, these long scientific names, these are chemicals. These are not ingredients. Which means, number one, they are not intended to be ingested by the human body off the rip. But y'all overlook these ingredients. Like I just found out personally that Pringles ain't even made with real potatoes.
I ain't surprised.
Not one shred of real potato in Pringles. It's all chemicals. And in the long run, sooner or later, them chemicals gonna take a toll on your body. That's why we can't, it's underwater because we in Zebulon. Shit, this concrete we standing on got pork in it. So ain't no running, but still, you still can do something to eat better instead of just going along this defiled shit. Remember the Popeye chicken sandwich?
Yeah, he was going crazy over there.
Yeah. It was over 30 chemicals in that sandwich, and chicken was at the bottom of the list.
How's it at the bottom of the list? That should tell you something.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be called a chicken sandwich. It should be called a death sandwich.
It wasn't ingredients. These were chemicals.
And they had that in the show The Boondocks, man, how everybody was going crazy after the chicken.
Yeah.
It was like a little Simpson moment, you know, how they told the future. And I actually tried that chicken. I'm like, what's the rave, man?
I was scared. I did. I didn't try. I was scared.
I tried. I was like, what the rave is this? I could make a way better chicken sandwich at home, man.
That was in what, 2019? Something like that.
Something like that, 2019.
When I saw Eve destroying her own car in the drive-thru,
Just to get, yeah.
nah, she was mad because they sold out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I don't want none of that sorcery.
Oh, matter of fact, Slovakia, they had that in, they cloned Tyrone. The
Yeah,
food.
they did. They
Yep.
did. He was like, it's in the chicken.
Yep. Esau Edom knows what we love.
See, it's a slap in the face to you Israelites when he put this right up in your face and y'all still don't catch on. He's laughing at y'all.
A lot of jakes that ain't spiritual, they don't even care about, they don't want you to put them up on game or teach them knowledge. They just reject it.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
you can tell them all the carcinogens and all of these things, and they, well, it was some good ass this, or it was some good ass that.
They do that with pork.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why the scriptures say this in Isaiah 1:3, because you try to tell Jake, pay attention to this, pay attention to that. But they don't even care. This is Isaiah 1:3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people will not consider. They don't even think about what's going on around them. They don't even think about it. As long as it ain't affecting them directly, they don't care. You can't help somebody like that. They don't see what's going on around them.
No, they don't want to see.
They don't want to see. They don't consider.
They don't want to see it because they're comfortable under their enemy's boot, like niggas for Trump. He wants his enemy to rule over him, and he wants Esau's kingdom to go on. Matter of fact,
He pushing hard.
yeah, he said, I think we should make Trump king.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. You gonna die with your king.
And that's spiritual because I saw the other day I had to do a lesson on it, man. I'm probably just going to put all the videos together, Lord willing, if I remember. He had Ephraim as well. Ephraim made a song. Man, I'm going to have to look it up. Ephraim made a song that Trump should be president, man. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Well, I think if he do become president, then he's just going to bring forth Esau's agenda.
Nah,
That's all it is.
Control opposition, man.
Then he said he was going to bring back guillotines, firing squads, beaver camps, all that stuff. So he ain't for your help. He ain't going to help you, Jake.
Let's see your detriment.
Yeah, our people, they still believe in that, go with the lesser evil. Wickedness is wickedness.
Exactly.
Not even 4 years ago, y'all wanted Trump's head.
Mm-hmm. Now what happened, man?
How easily our people forget. Yeah, they'll forgive Esau, but their own brother, no, you dead to me. They quick to burn bridges with their own brother, but they'll forgive Esau for the most atrocious crimes. You need to go over there.
I probably need to go over there. Hit it.
She did. She's trying to run.
I got my phone.
Yeah, man. Esau don't want to be held accountable.
I had to have the movie for it when I was working a couple years ago. I wasn't even driving. When somebody just came out the gas station, hit the back of my car, and drove off.
Yeah, they do that too.
See, people they don't want to die or something. You don't want that kind of good up to them. But somebody did get their license plate for it. Somebody took a picture of it and showed me. Send it to me.
See, that's why this kingdom gonna get destroyed, because there's too much wickedness that's allowed. But see, when you stand up and speak out against wickedness, then you. That's why this place got to go.
How you hit somebody and then you drive off shit? You already still got insurance.
Man, these people don't care. All the loopholes that Esau allowed.
Enforce. Many times you might tell a family member
10. That favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. That's not beholding, he ain't beholding the majesty of the Lord. He ain't beholding the laws that the Lord represents because he's anti-Messiah. He's against the Lord. He's against everything the Lord stands for, including his people. But for some reason, you Christians think that you got a pass. You got a backstage pass that you're going to escape all the atrocities. No. Matter of fact, you're going to get got first. Because what the Lord said, start at my house. Let's see if I can get that.
Yeah,
There's like this doctrine going around between these camps talking about some Jacob ain't going to experience Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
Shit. That ain't what this says. Good.
Yeah, it's good.
You're even saying that 2/3 ain't gonna come back in the kingdom now.
Man, you got all kind of weird
They
doctrines.
just start pushing these, they start pushing all these different doctrines out here now.
Which are distractions from the truth, as you do.
IUIC saying you can't hate Esau.
Yeah, they bought me.
I heard that one before.
And we were just talking about that too. Like, I mean, folks that hate with the Father, hate, you know what I'm saying? Like, Yahushua said, if you see my Father. He's not talking about an identical connection, but as far as being on one accord, they are on one accord, man. And we gotta be on one accord with the Father. So if he got a hatred for Esau, we gotta have that same hatred.
I mean, how could you not hate Esau unless you in the bed with him? I got the scripture, but yeah, this is for all those camps that's claiming Jacob would not see Jacob's trouble. No, that's what they're start. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? So explain that, Nate, and all you other lying-ass pastors that saying Jake ain't gonna go through Jacob's trouble. Trying to twist scriptures talking about it's for the other nations. Yeah, it's for the other nations. But this said the Lord gonna start at his house first. That's where he gonna start the ass whoopings at. I would call that Jacob's trouble. I think Jacob's trouble is an understatement. It's gonna be Jacob's ass whooping because Jacob deserves it. He does too, and Esau. So yeah, you camps, y'all need to get your lives straight. All that believe your doctrine at the door, ideology, is gonna get you destroyed.
Unite Israel. That's what they be saying.
You can't come together with all Israelites because all of Israel is not Israel. Romans chapter 9, verse 6, well, to paraphrase. Some of these jakes are worse than Esau. That's why they gonna get it.
I'm gonna get Jeremiah 14 and 14. Then the Lord Yahweh by Simeon said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my names. I sent them not. Neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesied unto you a false vision and divination and a thing of not and deceit of their heart. And that's Nate and all these other cats out here, man, lying to you, saying that you ain't going to experience Jacob's trouble. That's Christianity doctrine right there. All right, the Lord has to test his product, man. All of us has to be tested. All of us has to be put through the fire, some shape, form, or another. All right, you can't be out here. You know, it's going to be exposed. If it's in your mouth but not in your heart, you're going to be exposed.
How's the Lord going to tell the ancient apostles of old that they got to basically go through, you know, hell and all that, and we don't got to go through it? That we more, you know, wicked than them. You know, we had more of a righteous spirit on us back then during the time of Paul, you know, the 12 apostles. You know, we're further from the Lord now this time than we was back then. This is Acts 14 and 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we, through much tribulation, must enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. So we have to go through it. We can't skip it, you know, go down the yellow brick road and just go to the kingdom. That's not how it's going to work, man. The Lord has to try us and, you know, put us through that fire. You know, like it says that gold bar, like it's compared to Zechariah. We gotta go through the fire, man.
Don't be surprised if one day y'all look outside the houses and catch people stringing up politicians and preachers by their neck for lying and taking their money and running. Because to me, there's no difference between a lying-ass politician and a lying-ass preacher. Both of them want the same thing. They want you to believe their lies. And if you believe their lies, they have power over you.
There's no scripture that says you're going to get raptured up before all hell breaks loose. There's no scripture that says that at all.
That word ain't even in the book.
That's right.
There is no loose translation of the word rapture in the book. How the Lord just gonna slide through in the middle of the night and just scoop up a few, and then for 7 years He's gonna come back and get the rest. That don't make no damn sense.
They show you on the movies where people just be disappearing, their clothes is on the ground. Everybody's plugged up.
Come on, said you ain't gonna just disappear and your clothes gonna be neatly folded.
Nah.
It's on the ground.
Right, man.
I know what is that movie? Knowing? Something like that?
That's Left Behind.
Left Behind, yeah, that's what it is. That movie Knowing, it's kind of got a similar storyline to it. It's revolving around that rapture ideology, which is bullshit. No, y'all got the Lord messed up, man. The Lord is personally stepping down off His throne to personally come down here and beat Esau's ass.
Put to ass, man.
Put to ass.
I got Daniel 12:1. And that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never since there was a nation, even to that time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So it's definitely going to be a time of trouble for the Israelites, man. Y'all, like he said, it's not going to just get raptured up, bro. You're not going to just get took up out of here. The true test is in the tribulation period. You're going to be tried in the fire. How you just going to disappear? Come on, it don't make sense.
They got to get out of jail free card.
Man.
Cheese and Rice gave it to them.
Yeah, you got the prophets that went through all types of stuff, man. We didn't get put in front of no lion, man. You know, or actually be put in no furnace. I mean, not that I know of, but brothers went through that.
Not yet.
You gotta remember those things, man. The prophets of old went through all types of stuff, and they still had the faith, even to death. What happened to the brothers in the book of Maccabees, man? They got the body parts chopped off, ripped off. They still was proclaiming the name YASHAMIAHLA to death, man. They didn't care. That takes a major faith to do that, man. That's only gonna be given to the elect. Elect got that type of faith.
The elder too. You try to make the elder eat pork, he's like, nah.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we'll give you something else, just tell them you ate pork. He's like, nah. They don't make Israelites like that no more. Because y'all so weak in the faith. Matter of fact, y'all too afraid of Esau to believe in the faith. That's how Esau got y'all. That's their stronghold. Y'all so afraid of Esau, but y'all know it to be true, but you still choose to follow cheese and rice. That's fear right there. So, in other words, you basically saying spiritually that Esau is your God because you fear him more than you fear the true power. And guess what? The Lord gonna beat your ass along with Esau.
The scriptures tell you that before the Lord comes back, there's going to be tribulation. And then you're going to see the signs of the Son of Man from heaven. You know? This is Matthew 24, verse 29, it says, immediately out of that tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Then shall all the tribes of the earth born, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, which are chariots of heaven, with power and great glory. See, after the tribulation, not before, you're going to get raptured up and then you're going to come and get hell no. After. That's plain, man. You Christians, man, you can read just like how we can read. You try to make you say something else.
They pretend like they don't understand, so they think they won't be held accountable. No, there's no cloak for your sin. Once you expose to the truth, you at that fork in the road. Life or death.
And I got a scripture. I got 2 Timothy 2 and verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. That's what you're supposed to do. And as the brother had just read, when the Lord comes back, before the Lord comes back, Salaki, there's going to be tribulation. And you're going to have to endure the tribulation. You have to endure now. You know, there's dudes that are bugging out and falling out the truth now, man. You know? They didn't endure to the end, and they got a horrible judgment in store for them. Right? As I read in verse 4, no man that weareth entangled himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. You see, you entangle yourself with the cares of this life instead of making your call and election sure. The Lord got your number. That means that you're not going to endure to the end.
We got to get 7 years from anywhere.
Hey,
It's a made up, bugged out doctrine.
they just perish, man. They repeat the lies they've been told.
Matter of fact, I think they got it in the book of Daniel.
Yeah.
Precept in the book of Daniel. I had to get it or something like that.
The elder said that already happened.
Yeah, that already happened in 70 AD. That tribulation. All right.
Man, Christians don't deal with logic.
Then the scriptures say you don't know what day or hour or time the Lord's going to come. How you going to calculate it and be able to see what time he's coming? That don't make any sense.
Christians are not logic dealing people. They don't deal with reality or logic. All they deal with is emotion.
And when you give them scriptures, it's right there in their face. They got their blinders on. I see nothing. I hear nothing. You know, it's they done. I got no scripture. Go ahead, bro.
They gonna get caught. I was just thinking about how they gonna get caught like a thief in the night, because they think they just gonna took it up out of here, and these things just gonna fall apart. A lot of people who just caught up in that Christianity thing. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And a lot of people are going to get caught. You know, we out here doing these lessons, you know, doing these camps, trying to get ready because we see that it's getting ready to come. A lot of you just out here bugged out at the churches, having fun with TD Jakes and Bishop Porkchop baking them. Y'all gonna get caught up, man. And it's gonna sneak right up on you. You ain't even gonna see it coming.
TD the serpent, the snake.
I got another scripture unless y'all got one.
TD pork steaks.
This is Isaiah 1 and verse 21. How is the faithful city become a harlot? How is it full of judgment? Righteousness lodged in it. But now murderers, me and the brothers was just talking about earlier, how these you know, so-called Christians in the church, they be teaching their daughters to become harlots. You know? And you see that around in Israel in general, man. Our people don't have that righteous spirit, like the elder, and that we quoted in the book of Maccabees. They don't build them like that no more. Thy silver has become dross, thy wine is mixed with water. See you up with all these philosophies instead of serving Yahweh Shah. Thy princes are rebellious in companies of ease. See you join hands with Esau, Edom, and the other nations. Everyone loving gifts and follow after rewards. They judge not the fatherless, enough cause the widow come unto them. Therefore saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, as I will ease my adversary and avenge me of my enemies, I will turn my hand upon thee, and I will clearly purge away thy dross, and take away all thy tin, and I will restore thy judges at the first, and thy counsels as at the beginning. Afterwards, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city, and that's what we're reaching for, man. All right, because right now, as I just read, our people's wicked as hell. They're joining hands with thieves and murderers. They're a rebellious house. They want to do whatever they want to do instead of serve the Lord. But only the righteous is going to serve the Lord and going to be the first fruits of the kingdom. And so the Lord's going to restore us. And you know, it's also analogy, you know, purging away that dross. Because as you read in the book of is it Zechariah? If I'm not mistaken. But anyways, you're going through that fire. And only the elect is going to come out of that fire clean. Because what you do when you put gold in the fire, it purges away all that dross, all those impurities, and it comes out golden, and that's what the elect is. The elect is that pure gold that you want.
A lot of y'all gonna find out, especially all you mighty men of Babylon, without, a lot of y'all ain't got no integrity. It's just a performance. Because a lot of y'all gonna dip, abandon, whatever post you were assigned to in this society. Two prime examples, you pastors and you politicians. Y'all gonna abandon y'all people. And that's why they're gonna be chasing y'all down the street. They already got the governor of Hawaii on the ropes right now.
Yep.
And he looking too stupid in interviews and all this crazy. They asking him questions that he can't answer. And it just shows that the wisdom is gone from team. I mean, if y'all can't see what's really going on, man, they want to build a memorial for these people instead of giving their houses back.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. Instead of building their houses back, which we knew wasn't going to happen. Because if they was going to build a house back, what was the point of destroying it? They wanted that land. So they going, and then they threaten prison time for people flying drones over trying to see what they doing because they built a 10-foot wall around the whole shit. So they threatening people. If they fly drones trying to see what we doing, you going to prison. Now, if they was building a memorial, you think they'll be giving out threats like that? Hell no. Me personally, I saw a video on it. I really believe this. I don't know how true it is, but me personally, I believe that they are in the process of relocating government over there just to get out of the economy of the United States because they know people gonna be gunning for their ass.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You can't put nothing past Esau. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. This is how Esau got y'all brainwashed. He do shit right in your face. He say shit right in your face. And what do you say? I can't believe it. But you turn around and believe every lie this man has ever told you without question. That's how brainwashed he got y'all. A lot of y'all don't even know y'all brainwashed.
I did a video last night, man. Jake got their own Black Pride Festival in Kentucky. I'm not surprised.
Oh, hell no.
I didn't say it was in Lexington, but you know they got one down here too somewhere.
Yeah.
I got this in Jeremiah 4:22. It says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are sottish children, stupid, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." Just like the brother just said, I believe every lie Esau has ever told you without question. That's plain right there, man.
When you do it in your face, I don't believe it.
We can believe it. We know it's true.
We know Esau. Y'all just stupid as hell because y'all don't believe shit stink, even when you smell it. And there's no getting through to people like that who constantly denies reality. But they give fuel, time, and effort to bullshit. Like this alphabet shit. You know how many new terms they done came out with? They're trying to make this a science. This ain't science, this is wickedness.
They teach that to little kids when you first start school. I didn't learn that when I was first starting school.
I don't want to learn it as an adult.
Hell no. Can't even keep up with all the new terms that come
Exactly.
It's like, what's the playbook, man? What's the playbook?
Death?
You got 7, 8-year-olds talking about they non-binary but can't tell you what 12 times 12 is. Y'all focusing on the wrong shit. If anything, you need to be focused on this and not that bullshit Esau keeps shoving down your throat.
Which they not.
They don't want a nation of thinkers. They want a nation of workers, you know?
They want a nation of homosexuals and pedophiles.
They do. They want to follow after Esau. A lot of them, they're going to do that, man. They're going to go right to their death.
Part of the agenda is to get rid of billions and billions of people. You know, because when you're in that lifestyle, you can't reproduce.
How does scripture go?
Yeah, it's just going to our people why they ain't gonna be able to get this thing, man. Isaiah 44 and 18. They have not known nor understood, for he hath shut their eyes, that they cannot see, and their hearts, that they cannot understand. That's why y'all not going to understand these things that's going on in this line that Esau putting out, man, because y'all rejecting this truth, dude. The Most High got y'all blinded. You remember, the deceiver are his. So he got y'all right where he wants you in that trick bag, man.
The Lord does not love every Israelite man at this time. He does not.
You stepping down person off the throne and come and kick their ass too. Yeah, he finna about to come see y'all, everybody. But what he does when he pull up to you personally, that depends on you. That depends on you and your spirit. And if you already established a relationship with YASHAMIAHLA or not, or if you running from that relationship, you're gonna get judgment.
If Jake has some type of brain, but they would think, well, why don't I understand the reality of everything, man? That's because we should be thinking, well, the Lord does not love you. That's what you should be thinking, because the Lord don't love you. If you don't understand that's going on, you focus on getting money, you focus on chasing women all the time, and focused on prolonging your life in this society. That's what you should be thinking, man. So go ahead and pursue everything.
All you doing is pursuing death in disguise. Disguise is money, women, and fame. But the end of that road is death. It's not eternal life. It's not getting beamed up in the chariot, because you are still a part of this world.
Who's that one dude, Benny Siegel? I seen a video of him earlier. He was rapping sick. And this dude was like saying, ooh, and he was like bugging him and stuff. And he was like whispering in his ear.
You talking about that state property video? Yeah. He was in Petey Crack Hill. Because we first saw that. Yeah, we saw that years ago. We was like, why is Beans talking to him like that?
He like that.
I don't
You
put
see,
it
he had a little lust in his eyes.
Yeah,
Ooh, all in his ear. I seen him arm all around his
He
head.
had that P. Diddy spirit.
Yeah, Beans was tripping that day. For real.
Whatever light-skinned dude he was whispering to and
Petey
hugging
Crack.
around him.
That's his name, Petey Crack.
Hell no,
I thought
man.
he was supposed to be hard.
No.
That's for the camera, man.
Exactly. The world is a stage. Act accordingly.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this scripture right here, 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 1. And he answered, me, saying, the Most High had made this world for many, but the world to come for few, only the elect. I tell thee a similitude, Ezra, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that is given much mold thereof, earthly vessels are made, but little dust that cometh up. Even so is the course of this present world. So only the elect is going to be the gold, and everybody else is that mold that the Lord is not going to save. The Lord doesn't. Once again, the Lord doesn't love everybody. The Lord has a chosen people, and within His chosen people, He has the elect, and they're going to be the first fruits of the kingdom. As I read in verse 3, there are many created, but few shall be saved. So a lot of them that's in that fruity alphabet spirit, that that don't want to make their calling election sure, you're not going to get it, man. You're not going to get it.
The comedian, he had that video of him in the pool. Like he had on a women's bathing suit or something.
Oh, really?
Speedo.
But he don't believe in the Lord.
That's food.
Right here.
No, you go.
Right here.
I think you're good.
Right before that, though.
Food on that.
Right before that, he came out and said he didn't believe in a God. And then they showed that video where he was basically damn near hooked up with another dude poolside. The skitties on. She like, see, this is how terrible thing falls in the hands of a little power. Because he will have you comfortable in your wickedness, where you are totally unaware. So he can be way more than justified to destroy you. You don't want to get comfortable in your wickedness. It make it all more hard for you to stop. But some of y'all are sealed for destruction. So, I mean,
I got another scripture in the same chapter. 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. What they call it here in Babylon. pride, their prideful spirit. And as you read in the scripture, pride before destruction, just roughly paraphrasing. So you walking in that great pride or that alphabet spirit of great pride, you got death, hell, and destruction coming onto you. And it's not going to be pretty. And that's why the Lord is prolonging your life. When that judgment does hit you, you are not going to be able to bear it. That's, hey, be honest, that gives me peace. Because I be angry every single day looking at these people, man. Matter of fact, man, I was at the pet store the other day, had my kids with me, and there was a dog, a Jake, appeared to be a Jake. He was cutting his dog, giving a bath. And he looked like a hard Jake, you know. Looked like, you know, probably been in prison, probably been lifting weights and stuff. You know, my son, he tried to open the door to get the let the dog out. I was like, come on, man. You know, he kind of looked at me, staring through my soul. I didn't think nothing about it. He probably thought I was going to let his dog loose. My son was going to let his dog loose. So later on in that day, while we was in the store, he's pretty much walking out. And then you hear this nigga talk. I was like, oh hell no! That's why you was staring through my soul, man. His voice did not match what he looked like, man. I mean, like on the outside, you thinking he's like some bodybuilder or something, man. But once this nigga start talking, man, way high pitched voice.
Like the cute.
He being a cucumber.
Oh man, I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, he be sucking on cucumber.
Yeah.
Being a cucumber owl.
Peanut butter squashes.
I'm looking for the end.
Like, what the hell is this, man? Babylon gotta go, man.
Man, I remember when I was 13, 14, my voice first got deep, man. This one dude still had a hot voice, but they used to get on his ass, man.
Rightfully so, man.
Voice ain't dropped yet.
Still sounding like you 5 years old.
Man, back in the day, it was a lot of, homosexual, not a lot, but it was homosexual out here, but they hid it, man.
Yeah, they wasn't proud.
They wasn't proud like that. Right now, they just let it all out, and they don't hide it at all. This is Isaiah 3:9. The show of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded unto themselves evil unto themselves. And you know, when you man with man and women land with women, it's an abomination unto the Lord, and that the penalty is death. And a lot of y'all about to smell that, man.
Love is love.
That's an abomination because it doesn't bring forth life. It brings forth death. It spreads diseases. It brings forth spiritual confusion all over the place. And the Lord ain't with it. But Esau pushes it, especially on you Israelites, on purpose, because he wants to destroy you. Anybody who wants to make you gay wants you dead, because that's where it leads to. But y'all buying this government shit telling you it's about human rights. This ain't got shit to do with no human rights. It's got everything to do with making you into an abomination.
You brothers going out there and cutting off your thing, cutting off your package, man. There's Deuteronomy 23:1. He that is wounded in the stones, or have his private member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord, YASHAMIAHLA. You cut off the jewels, you gonna get that hellfire, man. Y'all out here playing around with it.
See, all of this indoctrination, if you want all this weird Skittles energy pack stuff, man, that's all following the ways of Esau and following his image, man. And then once you get that prerogative, you gonna be fully attracted, and there's no going back.
That's it.
That's why the prerogative is not nothing else. It ain't no sin or philosophy. That prerogative is what it is. It doesn't want to say it is.
See, a lot of you people, you gonna find out that, especially you proud people, when you castrate, when you cut your balls off, that's spiritually the Lord cutting off your seed line. Because that's what's happening in actuality. They cut your seed line. That's the Lord cutting your seed line off.
They willfully doing that. Esau, Edom was doing that to us in the slavery days, man. And now you niggas willfully do that shit, man. Yeah, the Lord got your number, man.
Too far gone, man.
A lot of people coming out making videos talking about how they regretted doing it.
Oh, yeah.
We try to tell your dumb ass. Because number one, the Lord gonna reject you off the rip. And number two, what they don't tell you is that once you partake in these procedures, you're gonna be hooked on certain drugs for the rest of your life because you gotta maintain a hormone balance. Because you might turn yourself into a woman, but your body still thinks it's a man. So you gotta keep that offset. You gotta keep taking estrogen injections, hormones. So you growing fake titties with hormones, you suppressing your voice, suppressing your facial hair, all your manly features, suppressing those by taking estrogen hormones that's meant for a female body. So how long you think you're gonna keep trying to outsmart your body? Because your body still knows it's a man. And once China cuts off those pharmaceutical drugs, that's it. You're gonna turn into a real demon.
They're gonna be out here like, you just keep calling me.
You know what I'm saying?
Drugs just gonna be calling you.
All these pharmaceutical drugs y'all hooked on is about to be cut off.
It's gonna be like that show Painkillers on Netflix, man. People robbing grocery stores to get they medicine that they need to keep their emotions up.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't see that on Netflix, y'all ain't even watch that, man. Esau basically plainly tells you what he's doing to his medicine. He's killing your ass while he's profiting off of it, just like everything else.
Yeah, he's a merchant of death, man. That's why we said that the new cash cow for Babylon went from oil to war. They got to keep a war going so they can keep selling weapons to both sides. That's the new cash cow for Babylon. So as long as countries are warring, they making money. But how long? I mean, that's not how long it'll be. It's just a matter of time before there's nothing else left to destroy. There's nobody left to kill. That's what this is leading to. So this cannot be a sustainable way of earning money, long-term wise. Because eventually you're gonna run out of countries to blow up. You're gonna run out of people to keep. When that happens, who are you gonna be ruling over? Because everybody's gonna be dead.
Exactly.
Where you gonna spend all these riches that you hoarded because you destroyed everything?
World War III is gonna be the last war of your kingdom anyway.
It's gonna be the last war period. So go on, mash that button, let's get this thing cracking. Because we're tired of looking at you abominations walking around this bitch.
Yeah, the Lord ain't gonna have this running like a hamster wheel, man.
It's a rat race, man. Look at all the TikTok videos of these Edomites complaining, talking about how they can't make it. You making six figures a year, but you living paycheck to paycheck. Now you just stupid as hell with money.
Yeah, that's what it is. Y'all want to live below your means.
Exactly.
Downsides.
Complaining, big kids, grown ass adults, kids, crying, talking about how they can't make ends meet. You just spoiled and entitled, and you're a fool with money. But the Lord about to humble everybody around here.
That's what I'm doing, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen a video of a couple of Edomites talking about how one of them said she made $30-something.
34.
How still
Crying.
Oh, man.
Just a fool with money.
Oh, they nowhere near what you fucking make. $34 an hour?
You know what I'm saying? Her and her husband together, they $80,000 a year.
4 kids.
4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Going through. Y'all trying to live it up though.
Trying to do it big every day. All you gotta do is buy a car, pay cash. If you can, you got that much cash on hand. And I know you Eves get it because y'all rack up around tax time. Child support, alimony, pay for a car cash and be done with it. You ain't gotta have the latest, greatest with all the bells and whistles. But no, you kind of keep up with Babylon. You got to keep up with Jones. You know, you got to outshine everybody. Yeah, you got a fly ass car in the driveway, but you ain't got shit in your refrigerator. What sense that make, Eve?
It'll be worse when that family is.
But you gonna eat your wigs?
Yeah, That's why when you read the scriptures, these women are gonna be out here eating their own children.
Stuff ain't even went all the way up yet, man. There's still a lot more stuff that's gonna go up in price, man. We think we seen something. It ain't happening everywhere. What was that? Show the last one, it was like $100.
I saw the same video.
It ain't everywhere yet. It's gonna be everywhere soon.
See, that's that 55-to-1 ratio kicking in right there. The 55 US dollars versus one brick dollar. Yeah. The brick dollar is gonna be the new standard, and everybody gonna have to rise to that. Just like Babylon forced the whole world to bow to that dollar, everybody gonna have to bow to that brick currency.
Alright, this is Sirach 18, 27, it says, a wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will beware of events, but a fool will not observe time. See, if you was a smart Edomite man, you would know that this society was crashing, but ain't no smart Edomites, man. You will know that society's gonna be crashing, man. They're gonna bring in that digital currency, the CBDC, and the MOAB. You will know everything is headed to destruction. But anybody still thinking that, oh, we'll live it up, we still got 1,000 more years here, 100 more years, it ain't gonna happen.
What they call that? Jump shot. It's called something like that. It looks real similar to the Kai stigma. It looked just like it, bro. Like when they had it rolled out, I have to go back and look at it. I'm gonna send it to y'all.
The Kool-Aid,
Yeah. It's called the XBB.
the new jump man,
Yeah, it's
they'll
getting
start jumping.
yeah, it's getting the people ready for that Karagma, man. At the end of the day,
All them different names they was naming these,
Years.
you know, the Omicron, you know, different little language. What was it that Greek language?
Those, yeah, they were Greek letters.
Greek letters. That's what they was naming all these different cities exactly.
They already got the rest of the year laid out. By December, we're gonna be in full endemic protocols. They're gonna bring all of them back.
We'll see if it happens. A lot of people's waking up to it.
I'm still trying to figure out what kind of crystal ball they got over there. They can see this shit just like it's clear as day, you know.
it's madness. It's good, man. If it ain't vexing your soul, you probably ain't gonna make it, man.
They actually had a list. I remember I seen it like in 2020. They had a list of people already getting like all these different types of Kool-Aids way before 2023. But it didn't happen. So they plans is actually delayed. I gotta see all that list. I seen it on Twitter like 3 years ago.
Yeah, the truth came out before they wanted it to be out. So they had to switch it up so they can't say that, yeah, they actually doing this.
Yeah. They plans are actually delayed, but that's really the Lord doing that, man, because y'all ain't gonna fulfill your heart's desire.
So anytime too much information comes out about his plans, he'll switch it up.
Yep.
Just like George Guidestones. When they really got exposed, those stones, they destroyed because they didn't want nobody else trying to figure out what they were trying to do. But in the meantime, they put it on public display. That shows you Esau does not know what the fuck he's doing. He's too emotional to be a leader because his emotions changes every 5 to 10 minutes. You can't depend on that.
First you can wear a mask, now you don't gotta wear it, it don't protect anything. Then he wants you to wear a mask again. Then you're gonna have to get the Kool-Aid. Now the Kool-Aid don't work. Like, damn, bitch, pick up your mind.
He's going with his emotions. Now Biden coming out saying that everybody needs to jab regardless if they've been jabbed before or not. You don't know that person's current body condition. You don't know if their body's able to take enough. You don't care though because you want to be it anyway.
I had something in the group chat. How one of the juice, one of the people over it, he said he ain't taking it, man. That should tell you something.
Exactly.
If he ain't gonna take it, if he's thinking that it's madness, then why you other people gonna end up taking it, man? The deceivers are it. It's his.
Another thing on that, now that you said that, Bill Gates, the main one that's pushing this bullshit,
Yeah, and he got it.
he didn't take it, and he said his kids are not taking it. So what does that tell you? But y'all want to hold on to your job. You You want to put a smile on Esau's face. You don't want no trouble. You want to go along and get along. Your ass going right in that grave. And he got a file cabinet full of replacements. Your job gonna be replaced before you get in the ground. So you want to feed this man, you go ahead. Your spot will be filled before your funeral.
This man is an unwise king, man. Like your brother said, man, he's too emotional to be a leader. This is Sirach 10 and verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And we know that they don't want this place to be inhabited. They want it to be desolate. So how are they a wise king, wise authority figures? They're not.
I got a precept on that one. And it's the scripture right above the one you just read. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You got sodomites, pedophiles in the White House. You got sodomites, pedophiles, and citizens. That's what they want, because they don't want real men out here. They want the real men to be just as weak as them.
And they book it's a sin for you to be a real man.
Yeah.
Sodomite got to be put to death.
Yeah, being a sodomite and pedophile is a weakness.
Yeah, that's why they call it toxic masculinity when it's just being a man.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Ain't no such thing. No, they trying to shame you.
Yeah, demonize you.
Demonize you. They try to shame you into becoming lesser than what you were created to be. I don't fall for that shit. Matter of fact, you try to push that bullshit on me, you're gonna get cussed out 10 times over.
And that's what devils do. They slander your name.
Yeah.
They falsely accuse you.
Try to shame you to make you bow to their will. Man, fuck you. Off the rip.
Ain't gonna work.
I'm like, is that what you say, buddy?
But at the same time, they want you to call them by their pronouns.
Dude,
that they
right.
change every single day, every single hour, man.
I seen a video where Eve teacher
I was
was
just
having a
thinking
damn
that.
arguing with a student about they and them. The student wanted, she was a female by birth, but she wanted to be called they and them. And the Eve teacher, she was trying to tell her, they and them is talking about more than one person.
Double entity. What does that even mean?
She wasn't trying to hear that. She was trying to sow strife. She wanted that confusion. You could tell it. The little Edomite chick was wicked as all outdoors, because the other classmates was getting on her like, man, that don't make no sense. What you saying don't make no sense. She didn't care.
No.
She wanted her way, regardless of how much sense it did make.
I mean, she right though. They and them. You got demons on you, man. You got multiple demons.
That's
that
plural,
legion
man.
on you. That's actually true.
Your name Mark, but you want to be called for real.
But you pissed at the world because the world don't want to recognize your delusion.
Shit, I seen a whole bunch of Edomites on YouTube crying about people not getting their pronouns right. Ain't our fault. You want our eyes to lie to us? I see a man, you gonna call you a man. You see a woman, gonna call you a woman. Matter of fact, rather not deal with you, but you know, it is what it is.
I would think that you would get offended if I called you a man and you was actually a woman. But this backwards ass Babylonian society, they encourage that shit.
So if somebody identifies as they or them, you don't gotta call them by their actual name either.
That's a group of people.
I don't gotta call you by your name. Your name that you was given.
Things at the job. They have to come in and use the bathroom. The only thing we could say was, which bathroom? Because we didn't know what the fuck it was.
Wow.
We didn't know what it was,
Wow.
bro. So all we could say was which bathroom we trying to go into.
Dude, that's a damn shame that that's even allowed from the businesses. Now they trying to disguise it, calling it family restrooms, unisex. I mean, all kind of bullshit.
Yeah, this man.
That Baphomet school.
And that's when Esau used God's man.
Yep.
So it
We got
makes
both
sense.
reproductive organs, right?
But,
I got this description.
I got, I'm going to get mine. Isaiah 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Because down here in this kingdom, everything's turned upside down. evil is called good, good is called evil. And as we just talked about, you know, masculine man, they want to demonize that, trying to put you down. And I'm also going to go to, just go ahead and jump down to verse 24. Therefore, as the fire devours the stubble and the flames consume the chaff, so their root shall be as rottenness, and the blossoms shall go up as dust, because they have cast away the law of Yahweh of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Therefore, the anger of the Lord Yahweh shall is kindled against his people, and he have stretched forth his hand against them, and have smitten them. And the hills did tremble, and the carcasses were turned in the midst of the streets. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. And his hand is still stretched out still, because the prophets are still out here preaching his word. But as I just read, the Lord going to burn your ass, man. You want to join hands with these Edomites? You want to be labeled as they and them? Which pretty much you are they and them, because you got a legion on you. The Lord got you, man. The Lord got to torch you. It's coming. And everything down here is turned upside down, and they want that. They're ordered out of chaos. Literally, everything's out of order. It's madness, man. We got to get the heck out of here.
I'll say it, man. That's what they say. It's 1 Corinthians 14, in verse 33, it says, for Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Like the brother said, man, everything down here, man, is confusion because the earth has been given to the hands of the wicked, you know, which are you Edomites. You know, these people ain't really happy, man, with what's going on around here, man. You see that on their faces. They ain't really happy. They tired of going to work. I see Edomites complain more than Jake, and you make it more than them. What are you complaining for? Or you do less?
They don't do nothing.
Man, I'll be seeing a lot of work.
Dude, I'm talking about they so comfortable on the job.
They talk about they don't got no money, but your savings, you got 50,000 in your savings, man. You better take that damn money out your savings.
You know
what?
what?
You're spending money.
This is what's spiritually going on in the world of Esau. Esau's power, he equates that with money, riches. When he feel like his money is not long enough, that's when Esau gets sad, because his true God is gold, oil, and drugs, especially money. And when he feel that power being stripped from him, he started to feel powerless, and he lashes out like a child, because he truly worships money. As long as his money's good, Esau don't have a care in the world. When his money start getting low, somebody's finna die.
Good talk.
Just want to eat when that king is a child.
I had this one Edomite tell me 2 days ago, he said his father died, and he left him like 7-point-something million, but he can't get it until he said something about a wheel or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you talk about some, I'm broke, and you have savings, but you ain't using that money to spend. You talk about some you broke. You know somebody like I can roommate with, man, you gotta take your bitch ass home.
It was an Eve, her grandmother died and left her $40,000. This dumbass woman spent the whole $40,000 on Beyonce chick.
Oh yeah.
Hell no.
You deserve to start a bill, goddamn.
Beyonce don't give a
That's
damn
why
about
they
you.
got everything I can desire right now. You're gonna take what you had got to your people to go give it all up.
Yeah.
And you ain't got nothing up. You ain't got nothing.
Why?
These
Why,
Edomites
Jay?
can go crazy, man.
Why, Jay?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Oh man, what's that? You around 425? That's probably like something down here amongst these 230s.
Now I'm putting in bad these fruit cups, man.
All the 6th graders.
And it's fitted. You got a fitted bonnet. I don't think I've never seen a fitted bonnet before.
A new era.
You gotta get your suits tailored and fitted. You might have that body fitted to his
I
head.
don't know if he got long hair or he just putting it on.
We just saw Jake walking down the street with a
You
bonnet
know
on.
what these bonnets, because you put them on, they be fluffy now.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know if he kind of, he
It's
might
like,
have some waves under there or something.
Yeah, it's like a little chef hat.
Ratatouille.
Yeah. Jake.
Come on, Jay.
Esau got you. Got y'all. He got y'all.
You know, we already get on our women for doing that out there. coming out in public with their bonnets and now
With their
Jake
jewels in their hair.
just turned into a fashion
This is
trend,
a
man.
fashion statement now with heat and all that. She wearing bonnets everywhere.
The
Man.
bonnets and the lashes and them house shoes.
Yep.
Shoot, there's an Edomite at my job that be wearing them glasses, man. She looks horrible.
You know, I really look bad as hell on Eve, but you got Edomites doing
Like doing it too. I mean, she could be a Jake, but it looks hard. That's all I can say.
They don't make females like they used to. Damn sure don't make Jakes like they used to. These are the people, the new people of no integrity. It was Esau, but Jake, you going for the #1 spot. You and Eve, y'all trying to knock him down at the #1 spot. It's having no integrity. Y'all taking it to another level.
You couldn't wear a hat, you couldn't wear a headband. You gotta put on the bonnet, man. But anyways, a hat really goes back to the time of the Greeks as well. That's actually Esau Edom's fashion. That's one of his gods, the gods of Hermes. He wears a hat. Brothers been getting on Sakari and dudes like them because they've been wearing hats at the camp.
That's why they promise her.
And that's wicked as hell. Right? They over here questioning Paul's words and all that stuff. No, man, you just wicked as hell. You want to do whatever you want to do, man.
Look, in Hebrews is not the word of God.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, y'all in that trick bag, man. Y'all probably this is a temple, man. You gotta treat this as a temple. Because in the temple, you wouldn't bring any profane things into the temple. And a hat is actually a fashion of the heathens, man. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't wear it. It's just don't wear it when you at camp or preaching or prophesying, man. Or praying, man.
I was always taught to, like, you know, when you go inside a building, take your head off.
Take your head
I
off,
bet
yeah.
you they do that then.
Yeah.
But you don't do it when you prophesy for the Lord.
Because they fear Esau over YASHARAHLA. They don't care about what. That's why they always trying to find ways to discredit the scriptures. You know, trying to take away the true importance of the scriptures. But at the same time, they enforcing what Esau says. Whether they've been an example to the world or just straight up telling you. Like you don't supposed to hate Esau. Bishop Nate, bruh.
Bone paid for it, my boy.
Bro, you a dead man walking in shit. I mean, it's just about time for the Lord. It officially shows you that he ain't the one to play with. You done got too comfortable playing with the Lord, bro. You and these other camp teaching this bullshit. And I can't wait till he take off on y'all asses.
Y'all ain't even going forward, y'all going backwards.
Y'all Christians with fringes.
They want to start our captivity over. That's what they want to do.
Yeah. Christians with fringes.
That's all they are, man.
Right, bless. Who is that?
Now they break down the hill is going on as well. All these breakdowns is going on.
Also take down that picture of the image of our Lord being a so-called black man. How come there's a white man again?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm surprised your congregation ain't took off on your ass yet.
Probably some of us waking up, but
No,
they got
I ain't talking about leave his congregation. I'm talking about beat his ass.
his ass.
Straight up lying to him and continue to lie. That's the part that pisses you off. Everybody knows this man knows the truth, but he chooses to continue to lie. He chooses to continue to play with the Lord's name. I can't wait to see what the Lord do with Bishop Nate. I'm being totally honest. Because you got it coming and it's well deserved. Because you play too goddamn much. Look how many people's lives you playing with. People that actually trust you.
And as well, this man keeps on going on all these talk shows. But
Yeah.
what you got out there on the
seen.
highways and byways, man?
Right.
Cover of Vice or whatever. Cover of
If
Magic
he
magazine.
goes, I'm gonna have
Nah,
to-
he don't. I don't
Man,
know.
he's too busy trying to save Hamites, man. He's trying to wake up Hamites.
Ain't no sandwich ain't gonna get it.
Ham and cheese going into captivity, bro. But you over in Africa trying to wake up ham sandwich. Man, stop. That show you that you love your enemy more than you love your own people.
You moving like Oprah, man.
They be doing GoFundMes. I seen a thing of AHSHAWAR doing that shit too.
Judas, all of them Judas, man, because they betrayed their own people. They sold out to Esau.
You don't need to travel across the four corners of the earth to preach the gospel, man. How does GMS got camps in Australia?
Italy. The internet does the heavy load, the heavy lifting, the unicorn.
Last time I checked, the elders and apostles didn't go, so they didn't go to all these different countries and wake brothers up. They didn't do that physically.
The word did it.
Y'all paying Bishop made all that money, so he didn't take trips to these places, man. Instead of just doing the work.
I bet you he got 401k too.
He's just a Christian with fringes, man.
Christ bless. Man, you better take your ass on.
I wouldn't be surprised if he started asking for a private jet.
I mean, selling breakdowns and then twisting the scriptures at that.
Shit, I got this scripture right here in Proverbs 8. In verse 10, receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. I, wisdom, will dwell in the prudence, and find knowledge of witty inventions. The fear of the Lord YASHAMIAHLA is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way. Before mouth do I hate. And that pretty much describes Bishop Nate and all these other cats out here, man. They, instead of getting this wisdom or preaching the true breakdowns or preaching the true name of the Lord, they chose that bag from Esau and Edom. And now, instead of hating evil, hating pride, they have that pride, they have that arrogance spirit on them. As it said, they're not hating the evil way. They bought and sold, man. And they have a forward mouth. So, as the brother said, can't wait to see what's going to happen to Bishop Nate, man.
All his followers, man, all the people that listen to you, man, they're going to be destroyed right along with you, man, unless they repent.
But not before they beat his ass.
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
All right, this is Proverbs 29:12. It says, if a ruler hearkeneth to lies, all his servants are wicked. Like, y'all followers, they wicked too, man. It's like the Lord wake them up and, you know, have them understand what you stand as last. They wicked right now.
Riding around looking for true men of the Lord, just to disrupt the message. That's wicked as all hell, man.
They just had another fight last week, if I'm not mistaken.
IUIC?
IUIC again with ISHMAEL.
See, that's dumb shit. That's childish, dumb shit. Y'all let Esau divide y'all. Y'all let Esau convince y'all to leave the doctrine at the door. And let's just be brothers. No. Because the doctrine separates the true men of the Lord from the rest of the goddamn animals. And as you can see, animals fight like children.
Y'all might as well be game bangers the way y'all
Might as well be.
Because they had IYC down here woke up, checking out our spot. And we ain't with that bullshit, man. We move spiritual. Y'all want that spot? We ain't paid for it. We ain't paid it. We go ahead and move, man. We ain't entertaining that shit.
These other cats will be like, oh, y'all want the smoke? No, we don't want the smoke, but the Lord's going to smoke your ass.
It says, offend not one of my little ones, man. And Lord willing, we are the Lord's little ones, and He's the one that's going to avenge us, man. We ain't got to play in that game. We got to teach the little ones. We got to preach this word. We got to be example unto the younger brothers, man. Can't be playing around here.
Now they're trying to drag us into some bullshit. Well, we just walked away from it because we don't have time for childish bullshit like that.
She appeared to be eating like that.
I looked at this man and I seen his wrong face and the way that hat was on his head. I almost took it out. This cat's been looking real funny, man.
He probably the spirit hit him, man. Little angel smacked him to turn him around.
The other thing, you Americans, y'all need to wake up to the fact that when it comes to you, the government gonna pretend like they can't agree on something They're going to drag out something for months in court, if not years. For example, student loans. Why is that so complicated? Why are you pretending that y'all can't agree on what it's going to be? Either we're going to pay them back or we're not. They drag it out for months at a time because they pretending they can't agree. When it comes to Ukraine, a no-brainer, check, baby. Just give them a blank check, let them fill in a zero.
Oh, they want to let them get stepped out.
Yeah, go ahead, make it happen. But now Biden about to come out and tell everybody that the United States is about to run out of money. So you know that's gonna piss off a lot of people.
It's a bunch of banks that's getting ready to close too, dog.
Yeah, they strategically shutting down little ATMs here and there too. They're taking them out.
They leaving like the phone booths started to disappear.
You gonna see a lot of things with your phone set up.
But y'all gonna learn this government ain't shit. When it comes to Ukraine, they got gazillions. But when it comes to the people in Hawaii, they got about 700. And it's gonna be taxed, and they're gonna have to pay it back.
And the people in FEMA is living up in the Marriott, all
you know what I'm saying? All these illegals that's got way more benefits than the Americans that were born here.
Like you said, was it last week or the week before? Like they got a whole bunch of them coming to the country. They all sleeper cells, man.
Yeah, they got government cell phones. They got debit cards charged up. They can do anything. They live, and now the government is building them not houses, well, they building them whole subdivisions for them to live in. Now, anytime the devil does that much for you, you owe him. So when you get that text, rape, rob, murder, that's what they gonna do.
The elder, one of the elders in New York, I believe his name was New York. We were talking about yesterday on the video how he been going to the park and how he been seeing a lot of people that look like they just look weird. They look like they from different
like
countries.
they don't belong.
They
out
don't
of place.
believe it. He been noticing that.
Out of place, because he's seeing their guilt. They know they got to do some shit that's very, very wicked, and they can't hide their spiritual side of it. You know when somebody's about to do something wicked because there's something odd about it. They're giving off an odd ass negative energy.
Yeah.
Like they can't be trusted. You got to watch them. You know, that's the vibes they giving off.
And in Chicago,
It's happening there too.
you had a, I believe it's a Moabite, quote unquote, illegal immigrant. Pretty much he got exposed. Pretty much the employer, I should say, got exposed for paying them $135 an hour. An hour. That's how you know these people are set up. These Moabites and all these people from other nations that's coming in. It's not Issachar, because Issachar is under the curses. It's not Ephraim. Ephraim's under the curses. It's these other nations, man. They are being used to pretty much jack up the people. And it's coming, man. So they got exposed paying them $135 an hour, man. That's how you know they setting them up for something, man.
I seen TikTok videos of October 4th. They supposed to be sending out them signals, and they said they were supposed to be like setting up martial law or something. We'll see.
They're probably a signal they're gonna send out to activate that shit in you.
They just start opening up field camps too. They just start opening them up on a wide scale. In some places they already got kids.
That's another thing about Maui, man. Everybody saying this about the 2,500 kids missing. The only reason they know because of the school records. These kids are absent. But don't nobody know where they at. Don't nobody know shit.
Nobody knows.
All the government knows is they want to build a memorial for the people. And they gonna they ship the people that lost their homes to the mainland of Hawaii. They relocated them. That was a land grab all day. Esau steals land. When has he stopped stealing land? Answer that. When has Esau stopped stealing land?
That's why this man going.
Y'all looking surprised. Like he stole land. Shit, when did he stop doing that?
He stole us. What the scripture said, if you be found in his hand, you're going to be surely put to death. We still in your hand. You saw we still in your society. We in your system.
All these floods and earthquakes going out. Morocco got hit. Atlanta got hit. Atlanta is flooded. The river, I mean, you got cars floating in Atlanta. And the spiritual part about it, it happened on the Sabbath. That's what happens when you got a city full of sodomites. Mostly Jay. You seeing 7-foot men with toes done up in stilettos, makeup, plum lashes, the whole shit. Grown ass men. I'm talking about big ass dudes.
Yeah, I can't do it, man. I got family members down there in Georgia. I can't do it. I might visit you, might say hi, but ain't no way I'm living down there, man.
I couldn't live in Atlanta just for the traffic alone. It's too much.
I had a brother like that was real hustler. But he was, sugar daddy. He ended up, dying and shit off of HIV. But if he was here this time, he would not like me, anybody that I be around, because we cutting them brothers up like that, man. They don't want to hear that.
Oh, well.
And that was that judgment. That's my brother and all that, but that was his judgment, man. You shouldn't have been living that lifestyle, bro.
Hey, that's understandable because righteous spirits are abominations to wicked spirits, and vice versa. Roughly paraphrasing the scripture. So I have no problem with that. Me personally, I don't want you to like me. Because y'all take that shit light to another level.
They do, man. They do. They be trying to sprinkle things in. I don't want to be around these little niggas.
Try to slide your little hints. Man, I'm not
do
with that bullshit.
Yeah.
We're people too. No, you're not.
You a walking bump there. You walking charcoal.
Probably gonna have to end right there. My phone was
Y'all better take heed, man. Look at all these curses. They got about 10,000 plus dead in Morocco.
Oh, yeah.
First, these people went from sleeping in their homes to being washed out to sea. Whole families.
That was out there in Libya too.
Yeah, Libya.
I seen this video of this volcano where it looked like a chariot or something was out the laser and somehow sparked the volcano. I seen brothers do videos on it. So these chariots is doing damage, man. It ain't just, Esau got the heart machine. Now the Lord is in control of this, man. Either way.
Either way.
Every time I see these natural disasters, I be like, Lord, get them. If they don't give a damn about us.
Nope.
I got Isaiah 29:6 for that. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And this is what y'all been seeing. Fires going out, earthquakes going out. You got floods, you got Hurricane Jamie Lee Curtis over there tearing things down. You should have, I think, 2 hurricanes connected into one.
Yeah, I just seen it. I seen 7 of them. They was connected.
They became one. And rectangle. You see over there, ATL.
Oh, that's completion right there. That's the Lord's word.
Y'all can't put the Lord in the box. Y'all can't say what he can't do. He can do whatever he want to do.
I believe a brother had a dream similar to that. About all these tornadoes and chariots were in the midst of them catching and destroying people, man.
It's a beautiful day, man.
It's coming.
It's getting ready to go down, man.
It's satisfying to me because I'm seeing the pride being brick slapped off these people's faces.
I told you, nobody, like, none of us know if we elected or not, we just do this work. But I told him, if I'm not chosen, I die and see this place get took out.
I'd rather die for this than some bullshit Esau prescribed. I mean, if death is death, would you rather die doing the work, or would you rather die a sodomite, or being a victim of the jab? I mean, dying for dumb shit.
Died with no honor, man.
Trying to take up for Eve in the street, and then you get shot.
Climbing themselves, getting beat by men and smacking bricks. And y'all fell for it, and it turned out she put saline in her face.
See, my question, coming for you. Do you want to honor or dishonorable, shameful death? Because that's going to be a part of your legacy, how you go out.
Well, dude, I be seeing eating watermelon for 90 days straight. You know what I'm talking about? He be on Facebook eating just watermelon, and he didn't lost like a whole bunch of weight. He looked just like that dude. I didn't know if he was from here or not. Everybody kept saying he's about to die.
And they still making fun of the dude. One of the guys, man, just eat a sandwich or something.
I mean, too much of anything is bad for you.
Yeah,
Know?
that's
So you
absolutely
need
right. It's a false balance, man.
Watermelon is mostly water, literally.
He been eating watermelon for like 90 or 100 some days. Just watermelon, nothing else.
Start taking ginger shots, brothers. Ginger shots, garlic, cayenne pepper, black pepper, and put you some lemon juice in there to cut that spice from the other two. Put them in some juices, bro, and take some shots of that a couple of times a week.
It's going to get your attention.
Hey, but it's good for
It's
you.
very good for you, man. You know, back in the war days, they used to eat just whole garlic.
Garlic
As an
cloves.
antibiotic, just to,
I still love garlic, real garlic. Mixed garlic, garlic cloves.
Spicy, tastes good.
Yeah.
I would just take a piece of garlic and just eat it up,
Eat it
man.
like that.
Y'all think about that, brother. Do you want an honorable death or a dishonorable and shameful death? Because a lot of proud people finna catch that dishonorable, shameful death.
It's coming. Close the way to my shot. It's coming.
False pastors, Bishop Nates, dishonorable, shameful death coming for you, baby. You know, get your shit together and repent. But we know you ain't, because that bag look too good to you.
A lot of these other camps, they got brothers coming from GMS now. Y'all seen that?
Yeah.
A lot of brothers from these other camps, man, because they believe that the MOTB is what the elders and apostles say it is, man.
They said that some of the elect was amongst these other camps, and they're gonna come out once they see the bullshit that's going on.
It's happening, man. We're gonna go ahead and close it out right there, though. My phone's dying. Had it on full charge, but that bug's already dead. So, Lord willing, it's edifying. I want to give all praise to going on the tour.
Yahweh,
Great most of all, the world talks the truth. The walk about the ball, shalom. Still went over an hour, and the water Akim on the comment board, water for the scriptures. Y'all went in, shalom, y'all about Simeon Sharp on the third.
Walking past, switching on, looking at us.
Dude, when I be sitting out on my patio, just chilling.